I think it is. Get a little bit better hit points, but that section there alone, you can spend hours on just trying to figure out the best way to sell stuff. And that is the best way to make money, is by selling it on there. I just replicate, or use the replicator and sell everything. So now, alright, you come down here. Today I posted a video about how to get your ship requisitioned. But I'm going to show you what all these things are. You can't talk to, so that's fine. This is the ship equipment. It's just like the ground equipment person in requisitions. This guy is how you select your ship. There's my tier 5. Wait, I hit the wrong button. So I can come over here to upgrade. It'll increase the power and unlock new passive buffs for me to fly. I don't really care about that with that one because those passive buffs are on here and I'm using this. This gains XP as you fly the ship. Only when you fly the ship will it gain XP. And, oh crap. The different things that you'll get is like accuracy, critical, kinetic, and energy damage. But each tier 6 ship has a different ability out of these first 4. Now the 5th one is a trait. Once you get that, you can come in, go to Captain. Or sorry, wrong one. Captain Skills. Come down to Traits. So you have Starship Traits. Once you get a tier 6 ship and get it to level 5, this will unlock and you can place that trait of the ship in here, so you don't have to fly that ship to get the bonuses. It's the same thing as these traits over here. Reputation is not in yet for either one, or all 3 of these. Reputation on PC has a tree after you do your projects for it, and the projects are the same thing or similar thing to the star base projects. You have to put either dilithium credits, certain type of items in there. As you level up through the faction you're wanting to represent, you get traits for space, ground, and active. Actives, I think, when you max out the set faction, and they will do bonuses for you. So it's good to help you out with that. One thing I haven't done here is, so when you're leveling up your skills, it's my ground skills here. I purchased what do you call it? Things that I can do with those said skills. So, right now I have on the 4th spot, I can choose to improve dodge bonus gained while when in the crouch mode, or I can improve range damage gained while using aim mode, which is left trigger, push and right thumbstick when not moving. I am going to do aim mode. Hit accept. You're not going to be able to change that back. This one is medical generator or shield. We'll go medical because everybody else I have already has shields. This one is attacking with melee, a debuff of minus 20 damage resistance rating on any foe hit by your melee attack will last for 3 seconds. This effect is refreshed by each sequent attack instead of stacking, so if after you hit, it'll stay up for another 5. This one is when attacking melee, your run speed is up for 20% for 5 seconds. This refreshes with every attack, so I'm going to do that one because I need to get closer when I do that. Now we have equipment diagnostics or cover shield. That's really up to you. I'm going to do cover shield because I use that on my other guy. This is flank resistance or flank damage. So when you're taking damage on the ground, you have to watch out for people flanking you. If you're getting flanked, you'll take more damage. If you're flanking somebody, they will take more damage. Hence is why any of my live streams I did, especially last night, you saw me like run around the side of some people and I just started shooting. That's what it does. I'm going to do flanking resistance because I need that. Now we have support drone, combat supply. I'm going support drone because I like the extra damage. Plus, my character already has combat supply. This right here, though, is either endurance training, combat armor, and personal shield increase, or damage. I'm going to go with defense because I need that. I suck at ground, and I die really quickly. As you level up and you get skill points, you unlock these. So I've maxed out the shields and the kit readiness, which helps with my recharge times. Let's see. Damage output, duration of control effects, duration of buffs or debuffs, health and or shield what are they called? Fabrications. Magnitude of repel and knockback effects. Main things out of here I wanted from that is health of the fabrications and the buff. Why? Because I have a buff that I drop every time, and all of my stuff on my kit is a fabrication. Over here, where am I at? There we go. This one improves the shield capacity and skill bonus to that. This one's weapon bonuses. This one's critical chance, and this one's weapon penetration. This is health, and then you have armor health, health, and health regeneration. And here we have your 3 trees for skills. You have engineering, which goes straight down. And then you have your science and then tactical. I usually do a mix of both depending on what I'm trying to focus on. So as you see here, my engineering is higher because I'm trying to get further up here. And I'm hoping I have enough skill points to do that because I don't want to readjust any of mine. So real quick, when you're a lieutenant, when you first start and you get your first skill point, you can decide to get hull regeneration, hull capacity, shield regeneration, shield capacity, energy weapon training, or projectile weapon training. And it keeps getting better for each of them. And then you come down to lieutenant commander. This is where it starts getting a little bit more different. The engineering improves the speed at which power can be flown between all the subsystems, and improves transfer rate by 1% for each point spent. So that's 60% or 60 plus electroplasma system flow, 40 plus, and this one, whenever you do, see here. This will keep your weapons, shields, and auxiliary power higher when you do full impulse. Normally it just drops down to like 5. This one will increase the rate of your starship, turn and speed rate, and it just keeps getting better as you spend more. And here is your control expertise and your drain expertise. These 2 are important if you're running a science officer that can hold and control people, or can drain system powers from people. Now, the drain expertise, I believe, gives you a resistance as well. And same thing with this. These 2 both give you a little bit resistance to each of the effects. But then over here we have your accuracy, and then your defense. Your defense has to be higher than the accuracy to then make it so you either get hit or you miss a shot. Since my defense is not fully upgraded, it means I can get hit easier. But I want that for one of my traits that I have, which I'll explain that in a minute. But my accuracy is maxed out on the skill tree. It also still depends on other things with your accuracy. And then once you're in commander, you get weapon amplification. It helps with landing crits, and then the crit chance. And then you get shield hardness, shield regeneration, damage control, and damage resistance rating. And the damage resistance rating I have because I need it more points in engineering to get those skills up the top. And it's the same as the ground, so you can pick one or two things for each of the big circles. This one here, though, your skill bonus is plus 50. Total regeneration rate for your whole auto combat is plus 50%. Regeneration rate in combat is plus 10%. So you gain whole back quicker. And that's why I need to finish this one out first. This here, same thing. You regenerate your shield quicker. And this one, it gives you additional damage. It negates while it takes damage. Now this here, for Captain under Engineering, is how much extra points you get for your subsystems. So I have all 6 of these because my subsystems, when I can customize them, will be maxed out on power, and then shields will be next, and then auxiliary next, and then speed. So I needed to make sure I had all my bonuses. And the top one is both subsystems. This one's weapons and engineering. This one's shields and auxiliary. Then once you get below it, you have shields by itself, auxiliary by itself, weapons by itself, and engineering by itself. And then for science, you have exotic particle generator, which each point you spend in it, you get a bonus to the all exotic damage abilities, which I believe is like tachyon beam. Crap, I can't remember the rift one. It makes a rift and it sucks everybody into it, and they get damage from it. The long range sensors, I should have got, but this skill reduces the weapon damage penalty incurred by being far away from your target. I should have got this, but I didn't because I'm more worried about my engineering. And these skills over here, for the tactical at this level, it's hull penetration and shield shield weakening. So you have these maxed out and you do more damage. And then for Admiral, all subsystem power, and a flat bonus to subsystem power. These 3 again are very important to me for whenever I can finally fully customize my energy levels. And then lastly, we have engineering readiness. It provides a bonus to your ability recharge for all engineering bridge officers. For each point of engineering readiness skill, these abilities recharge 2.2% faster, and it can go up from there. And then you have same thing for science. And then here is shield mastery. Every several seconds you can gain shield mastery. While this effect is active, the next critical hit you suffer will become completely negated, resulting in 0 damage being dealt to you. So that I kind of want to get out, but I'm more worried about the engineering right now for those last traits. And then this here is for your hangar pets. If I would get my battle cruisers, I will spend one of my retrain things I have for my captain and max this out, because my hangar pets are pretty much how I survive. And then over here is tactical readiness, which same thing. Now up here at the top, energy weapons activate also triggers subsystem power loss on foes. That's nice because you can knock out their weapons, shields, or anything like that. And then these 2 are a variation of that. Or no, it's the same thing, I think. Oh, and there's different effects for different types of weapons. So this first one's should be phaser. It says plasma damage. It says plasma again. And then explosive, and then plasma again. So right now it's all about plasma. I don't know if that's going to change. This one right here is probability, and hull healing and shield healing is doubled. So that's pretty good for science, because science normally is your healing class. Engineering is usually your tank, and tactical is usually your DPS. This helps that. And the probability penetration to all foes hit with your critical attacks or critical hits, -10 to all damage resistance for 20 seconds. It can stack up to 5 times. this is really good. Tachyon Rift, that's what it's called. When you use that ability or other abilities like that that are constantly hitting and could damage, do critical hits multiple times, you can get that maxed out, so you'll be at negative 50 on damage resistance. And then finally, you have frenzied reactions. All also reduce bridge officer cooldowns with each hit. Reduce cooldowns on bridge officer abilities by 0.25 seconds. And each stack of frenzy also gains a 2.5 bonus to all damage. So if you want to go damage, you want to make sure you get up to here. If you want to go healing, you want to make sure you get up to here. And if you want to go, I guess, engineering, you want to go up to here. I haven't really read these, but I'm mainly trying to get to this right here. Gives me a +2 to my weapon subsystem power, so I can have my weapon subsystem a little bit lower, and then have the rest of them up a little bit higher. Because your subsystems max out at 125 or 130, depending on your warp core. And the lower, like, you can have it at 125, but if you would have it maxed out, it'd be at 130. So if, as soon as they put it in the game, you can move your slider down to 125 and not have to worry about your weapon power being overmaxed. And then that will give you 5 extra points for your shields, auxiliary, or engine power. And then next we have specializations, which I don't have any points in, but you have command officer, intelligence officer, pilot, commando, and strategist. And each one of these has different effects. Command gives you maximum hull capacity and hit points. Intelligent gives you defense and dodge chance. Pilot gives you turn rate. Commando gives you bonus weapon and melee damage. So that's for ground. And strategist gives you maximum shield capacity. And the two that's been out longest has been command, then intelligence, and then pilot just came out. I'm assuming commando and this one has just released. But as you get in here, at rank 1 you unlock abilities, rank 2 more abilities, 3 kit modules, or at 8 kit modules, 10 tier more abilities. 10 is also adds command specialization to bridge officers, kit modules, abilities, starship trait, which is kind of good. Again, kit modules. You can create rank 3 bridge officer abilities, Mark 4 kit modules, and then again starship trait, and that is very important for when this. Your number 1 is your primary, number 2 is your secondary. But after you select your ship, you move over here. This is where you can actually buy new ships. So tier 1, we'll just look at real quick. This is your very first ship you get. You start with a light cruiser, and then you have 3 ships here. This is a cruiser, science vessel, escort, all Z store bought. And then tier 2 is what you get at level 10. And again, there's some C store, but then you have this cruiser here, this science vessel, and this escort are your 3 base ones. And you have 3 Z store and no other. Tier 3, you have, after it loads, you have your primary one, which is the dilithium. C store, which is the enhanced version. Cruiser, you have the lithium enhanced version of the regular one, and then a Excelsior class cruiser. The flying dish is the C store for science vessel, and then you have the flying ball, which is the ship Dr. Crusher had, and All Good Things, I think it was. The one where Picard's going through 3 different time periods. And then there's no others in tier 3. So this is 1 through 10, 10 through 20, 20 through 30, Right, 10. Yeah. And this is 30 through 40. Again, you have two versions. The base and the enhanced. Base and the enhanced. Base and the enhanced. And no special. Now, once you get to tier 5, this is where you start having more things. So, your base one right here, that's the one you get for free. These 3 Andorian ships you get via the bundle pack, or you can buy them separate for 25 apiece. This is a destroyer that you can get when spending fleet credit. There we go. This is the one I was flying last night. That is the lifetime reward. This is a multi-vector. This is the same escort that you saw, and I think it was tier 4, but it's an enhanced version and it's a carrier. Again, another little escort. And this is another basic escort you can get. And then you have the Z-Store version. Tactical. What is this? Why do I get this? Did I not buy my ship? I don't think I bought my ship. That's funny. Let me double check. Yeah, I didn't buy my ship for this one, I don't think. Or I got another ship. But same thing in Cruiser. You have the Siren is your base model. Then you have a bunch of okay, hold on here. Whoa, hold up here. Something's going down. Where's the Dreadnought's here? So I have a free ship. And it seems to be a tier 5 C-Store one. You get one. Okay, that's new. But anything that's dilithium is your base model. And then anything that features Zen is your model you buy from the C-Store. And then anything that is like this here is fleet credits, I believe. That might be why I can buy it, because the thing is only 1 fleet credit. I have 1 fleet credit. Okay. Does that mean I get the saucer separation? And then you have the carrier. Carriers are really fun. I want to view this real quick, because I need to read the description. Yeah, saucer separation. Alright. So I might be getting a new ship here in a minute. T6, again. You have the C-Store ones. All T6 ships are C-Store. Minus this one right here, which is the one I'm flying. That is the lifetime. It's the same version of the ship for T5. It just has better stats. Same thing with this. And those. And then this is the new carrier that it was, as far as I know, the last new ship. It was designed by the what do you call it? Fans on the forums. They had votes and everything. It is a engineering, or it's an Intel ship. One reason why I don't really want to use it, because I like Command more. But you have 2 hangar bays, and with that, you get, I think it's 8 set. Yeah, I think it's 8 fighters, and the fighters were in the DS9 series during the Dominion War. So I'm gonna come back to this, because if I can get that exploration refit, it means I only have to spend 25 and I can get this. Then I can actually have the ships that I want. But you can view the variants on the ships if they have them by hitting X. Those are actually really nice. And I get that stuff too, which is really nice. So we might be actually spending money today. I don't want to do it. I'll check my bank account first. But you can also requisition small fighter crafts. The captain's yacht is a lifetime. This is with the C-Store bundle. This you can buy with actual credits. These here are your what do you call it? C-store bundles too. That's the fighter that the carriers get for Federation. I can get this too. Oh snap! This one has no officer, uh, bridge officer slot. That's the one thing you got to look out for with the small ships, because Delta Flyer gets 2, which is amazing. And each of these only have 2 forward slots. See. And you can see even like the hull is higher and lower in some of them. Captain Yacht is 26. This one's 26. This one's only 14, 19, 19, 21, 21, 18. But then you have 1 console slot for each type. Then you have shield modifier, which is 0.55, 5, 5, 6, 5, 5, 5, 4, 5. Then you have turn rate is 24, 28, 31, 33, 26, 24, 28, 22. This one's lower because when you get this ship, you have a 360 degree phaser array. So that's probably why that one's lower. But this one is higher because it is a fighter craft. You have cannons on this when you get it, so that is why. That is the ship requisition. You have customization, and then you can repair it when there's injuries. It'll say here. You can just select each one. And if there is any, it'll tell you. But that is everything with Earth Space Dock. I hope you guys enjoyed. This will be split up